Hey, strong man.
Oh,
Big old strong hands. I've heard of strong hands, but I haven't heard of... I didn't know that I was sitting next to the guy who had the strongest hands.
I don't know if they're the strongest,
What?
but they're not bad.
But hold on. Hold on. Didn't you beat Thor and what's his name?
My boy Hooper.
Hooper?
Yeah.
Didn't you beat Thor and the current strongest man in the world? Hold on.
Yeah.
Didn't you hold 345 pounds longer than both of them?
Yeah.
So you got the strongest hands in the world.
Those guys are pretty strong.
I've been sitting next to the guy who has the strongest hands in the world.
Don't you feel better now than when we grapple? Like,
yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, well, you have your fingers are the same. What's funny is your fingers are literally the same size as
Big
mine.
palms, though.
But your palms are what are long.
Yeah.
You got big old palmy
Polar
palms.
bear.
You got, but your hands aren't giant. You don't have big
not
hands.
At all. No.
And like I've shaken a lot of pro football players' hands, big hands.
Yeah, big hands.
Yeah.
Thor has big hands, so I figured he'd beat me. He made me the most nervous.
Let's watch this for a sec, because this is crazy.
Right now. Might pass out, but all right, that's 50. Come on, Thor.
That was 55.7. And Mitchell Hooper.
Mitchell
Is that
Hooper's
Tom Segura?
Hold there, bro.
Mitchell Hooper's the current strong. Like, he beats Thor and everything except for deadlift.
Damn.
Look at this shit. Look at
Yeah.
Schaub. Look at this. Come on. Look at this motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
60.4
Dude, they
for
must have
Brian.
been like, what?
Yeah, they're like, what the fuck? Yeah.
Wow.
I'm also a lot lighter than them. But it's different,
No,
too,
you're,
because...
no, you're 100 pounds lighter
Yeah,
minimum.
Minimum, yeah.
And you don't train like that
No.
at all. And you're 10 years older. So,
Yeah.
no. Hold on. That's what I'm talking about. I know you're Bam Bam. I know you're stronger than... You bench press 225 right now, you could do it 30 times.
Easily, yeah.
You could do combine numbers right now.
Oh, yeah. I'd destroy most of the guys in the combine.
Yeah.
Except for the 40 and the
Yeah,
40.
obviously.
But strength-wise, yeah.
Strength-wise.
Pull-ups, all that.
Yeah. That's
guess it's cool,
impossible.
too.
Well, I remember seeing you do... I remember you did strict, because I did them. I did 30 pull-ups,
Mm-hmm.
and then you did 32 pull-ups, strict. And that's a lot of weight. So, but that's fucking crazy, dude. That's impressive.
Those boys get ready for the Arnold, too. But with the strength stuff, it's like, think how long I've played sports, all that shit. And then also jiu-jitsu. The jiu-jitsu really gets your hand grip strength going.
Nah,
but then also,
strong
but then
as fuck.
I'm strong. But then also, but a lot of it, like the endurance, a lot of on the car. I credit to the mechanics hands are strong. When I'm always turning, like you're constantly like this for long periods of time.
I think a lot of this is endurance, Bubba. Yeah, it's endurance.
It's the endurance.
I'll tell you a hilarious story. I'm on set doing a Super Bowl commercial, and I was, I don't know, 33. I've always
Packers
stayed in
Chiefs
shape.
Super Bowl 1 or what?
Who knows? And we had this. You know how you have these clamps that hold cables together, so you
Yep.
squeeze them and then they let go. So
Yeah.
they're strong. So these guys are all guys who work with their hands. They're big, sort of like grip guys, all bigger than me, big hands and stuff like that. And they were having a contest to see who can hold a penny between the thing. Now, your boy over here always had a fairly okay grip just from wrestling as a kid. Maybe my hand stronger than I would normally have, but
Yeah.
not that strong. But I've done the grip thing, and I'm not
Stronger
I'm
than
not that
Zuckerberg.
strong.
Yeah.
But I've done that grip thing, and I'm not.
Yeah.
Like my
It's not
brother-in-law, and my father-in-law actually had
alarming.
stronger
Yeah.
hands. So I'm not that strong. I'm not winning any strength contests. However, I remember I held the penny longer than any of those guys, and I think it's because it was more of an endurance thing. Like I was just in better shape, and I had more energy. And I was able to hold on to that energy for longer or something. So that was interesting because I'm sure they had stronger hands, but I was able to hold it longer.
Yeah.
So
But this is weight and endurance.
this is weight and endurance.
It's a lot of weight, buddy.
Yeah, you got really strong hands.
But even when I was,
I mean, that's astonishing.
Even-
That's actually shocking that you were able to do that. It's actually shocking.
Even when I was in the UFC, when I was training with Lauren Landau, he had the Broncos come in. He worked with the Broncos group, and we did farmers carry. How many times you could go up and down the gym holding, it was like 120-pound dumbbells in each hand, and I beat all of them.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
Because Lauren told me how strong you are.
Yeah.
Because Lauren was like, they're strong. I think he says, and then there's Brendan strong.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that you beat the lineman at Farmers Carry on a professional football team, which is a fact, is nuts.
I was also in my prime then too, though. Like those guys didn't have a
But
chance.
I think you have a certain hydraulics. Like you do. You just have a strength that's different than most people.
Yeah, endurance.
I mean,
That's
you were also
amazing, dude.
holding 440 pounds.
Thor goes.
Did he jump into your
Yeah, he
arms?
goes. I bet you can't hold me.
jumped into your
Yeah,
arms?
he goes. I bet you can't hold me. I'm like, guarantee I can. He's like, not a chance. I'm like,
You could
jump
have
up.
thrown your back out, dude. Look at that. That's insane.
It was. I'll be fair.
So
I'll be
big.
fair. It was so heavy.
Well, that's
440 pounds.
sir.
But I can deadlift 600.
Yeah.
But that's different. Holding his big. Look Look at his fucking legs.
so
My
big.
legs look like John Jones there.
I know.
Next to his.
He's so big. That's just a
but
giant Icelandic.
He's the biggest human. Brian Shaw's huge.
Is he in his 40s? How old is he?
I think 30s. But dude, he's so fucking big right now. 440. 440.
And how tall is he? 36. How tall is he?
6'9", almost 7 foot.
Yeah, 6'9".
Good God.
Such good dude.
Yeah. He is, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's awesome.
What's funny is, I watched the strongman contest and that Hooper was throwing he set the world record for throwing that fucking keg, the 35-pound keg. He set the world record.
Bring that guy up for a sec.
He's such a great guy. But I watch it with my kiddos. And every person who's on screen, they always go, can you beat him up? Are you stronger than him? I'm always like, yes, right? He's such a great guy.
He's a stud. Was he an athlete?
I don't know. He's strong as all get out, though.
Yeah. It's a big fella. Oh, look at the size of him.
Man, he's huge. Canadian.
Good God.
He's from like
Look at his tiny waist, dude.
Yeah, he's a freak. But we were watching Strongman. When Mitchell Hooper was on, and T goes, "Dad, you stronger than him?" I went, "I'm not, buddy." But then I sent him that video yesterday. I went, they're definitely stronger than me.
It's really astonishing.
Yeah,
It's a
cool.
big deal.
Yeah,
Because I called Rogan right away.
I sent to you guys
Right away. But he didn't answer. But then we were on the same thread. So
Yeah.
he was like, that's insane. Because
Yeah.
that's shocking.
And I was trying to downplay it.
It
Rogan's
does
like,
make me
"Hold
feel
on."
better, though, because, like,
The way I manhandle you.
yeah, like, it's a weird thing when you picked me up the other day and we were naked.
I was in
All right.
Miami for almost less than 24 hours.
That's a good time. You love to travel, especially waking up super early. It's your favorite thing to do.
And then before I was home for one day, just Saturday, because then Thursday, Friday, I was doing that GFL draft.
Yeah.
The first
Oh, how was
draft. It was cool. It was cool working with Goldberg.
He's great.
Yeah.
Great guy. How's he doing?
Coming up next. He's good.
So a lot of these guys are old, the fighters who've been fighting a long time, yeah?
Yeah, which don't get me wrong, I get the criticism with all that.
We got Tyron Woodley.
Woodley was the number one pick. Sage Northcutt's
Sage
a
Northcutt.
great pick.
Wow.
And you got Kevin Lee on there.
What is Sage Northcutt? Was in another fight league for a while?
He was in one championship, got out.
How did he had some trouble there.
No, he
No?
won his last two. Yeah,
Oh, he did?
Those are the guys you want, like Sage, Kevin Lee, stuff like
He's
that.
still young. Those guys are still
Yeah, they're
fairly
young. Yeah. Sage is like 29, 28. Yeah, he's a stud.
And he's kept improving the whole time?
Yeah.
for him.
This would be a good run for him. But they, my whole issue.
Douglas Lima is a monster.
Yep. My whole issue is with when they brought up Tony Ferguson, like in the pre-production thing, I was like, I refuse to.
Gustafson's fighting too?
Yeah.
Go back for a second.
Go on, listen to me, B.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a whole list of names.
Yeah.
When they brought up Tony Ferguson, it was tough for me to get on board. I'm like, I can't do it without. Like, if I'm here because you want my opinions and I don't filter. Like, I have an issue saying that he's going to perform and fight again. Like, before this, I'm like, bud, he's on how many?
Hey,
9-fight losing streak.
Look at the John Wayne Parr video. That's all I have to say. It's like,
Yeah, and then, we went back and forth. They weren't like nasty about it. I was like, there's the elephant in the room. You guys can't pretend that it's Tony Ferguson from 2010. You just can't. And I refuse to. And like, we get that. We'll do your thing, just, And so I just told Tony, I was like, been on a skid lately, it's been tough. And I was like, my question is like, what's your why? Like, how do you think it's going any different,
how many has he lost? I think it's outrageous. I mean, I don't think he should be fighting.
Now let me ask you this: I was on the same thing.
Yeah.
And then when you hear him talk, you know, but hold on. I want you to take this into account. Look who he's losing to, Brian.
Yeah.
You're talking about the upper echelon. So because he can't
Getting
compete
knocked out.
against against the very best,
Yeah.
the very best, the very best, but can he compete? Let's say if you take it down a notch. Does he deserve that?
No.
Oh, interesting. Doesn't deserve that.
Well, I don't think he deserves to. He's got brain damage. Nobody wants to talk about it. And you know, I think when you lose 8 in a row, let's all be honest. I think a fighter like this should be protected from himself. That's what I think. Because I think it's going to be so bad.
Here's where it gets tricky. It gets tricky. So let's say, and I'm not saying he does. Let's say he does FCT. Let's say he does. Right?
Well, I'm going to say he does.
Okay, he does. Are you going to pay his bill? Like, what should he do now?
I'll tell you
to
what.
afford his
I'll tell you what he
mortgage,
should
his
do. I'll
kids,
tell you what he
his
should do.
schooling.
I'll tell you what he should do. He should not add to his brain damage that is going to put him in a wheelchair or worse. That's what I think. I don't think you double down on that.
Does he end up there no matter what?
It's like saying, "Hey, you're a drug dealer and you're on this corner, but the only way to feed your kids is more drug dealing." Well, you're going to end up in jail or dead. And I think that fighting on this level, where you have lost something and you're getting starched and you're fighting these, you fought all these guys. He left a piece of himself in every one of those things. He should have stopped at Justin Gaethje.
Hey, I got news for you. Every fight you watch this weekend, they all leave a piece of them.
Of course.
Nobody goes on skate.
Of course. But
you love it, right?
No, I don't. I don't like
interesting.
watching this. I don't think Tony Ferguson should be cleared to fight. I think it's time for him to retire. I think he's done an amazing job. He's a warrior. I have a great deal of respect for Tony Ferguson. But you know why I'm saying this? Because I don't know him, but I care about people like that.
Yeah, I love Tony.
And so what I want is for him to be able to develop some semblance of a life, figure out what's next in his life. If you're a fighter and you think you're going to keep fighting until you're 80, well, I got news for you.
Well,
it's
none
not
of them do.
good.
You're not telling anything they don't know.
So everybody has to have a second chapter in their life. 100% that's the case with all professional sports, especially fighting.
Of course.
So the answer is not more fighting. The answer is not more brain damage. The answer is, especially when you're getting to a point where you can't actually defend yourself or you can't actually fight in a way that is going to be...
I think if they give him another older guy, or a guy who's not a top 10 in the fucking UFC, like say they gave him a Dylan Dennis or something like that.
Sure. And it becomes a wrestling match, grappling match, then do grappling.
Well, no one's paying for that, B. He has a mortgage and family.
It's over, Bubba.
Well, I know it's over. It is.
You understand what I'm saying?
It is.
So
but it's easy for us to stay here in our leather chairs.
It's not. It's actually not it's not something to bring up. It's over. Like the game.
It's
the
not.
ride's
It's
over.
not though. If he makes $500,000 fighting Dylan Dennis,
How many times are we going to do that? How many more times are we going to do it? We've been doing that.
he might have to. Yeah, against the best competition in the world.
Watch this.
But if you take it down a notch, you get
over.
500,000.
It's time to stop, though, right? It's
easy for us to say.
No, there gets a point where you physically, your health, your life is on the line, and this is the end of the road.
You know what the problem is?
For all of us, we all reach a point, especially if you're an athlete.
Different. You're talking about a different thing. Yeah.
It's just over, right?
Yeah.
There is a time when it's over, and it's over. And part of the reason it's over is because you can't do it anymore. You just can't. And
I'm just not saying clearly he's different than he was in, say, when he beat fucking Donald Cerrone in 2019, which was 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Clearly, we're not dealing with the same guy.
No.
Now, how would he do against a Dylan Dennis or a Kevin Lee again or something like that? I don't know.
Well, Kevin Lee hits hard.
He's not going to be a prime. All of them
Kevin Lee
hard.
kicks and hits hard.
Yeah, it's professional fighting.
Yeah.
All of them are going to be good. But can he compete where he's not taking so much damage if we bring the competition down a notch? We can still make a living.
I'm not interested. I'm not even interested. You know, I think that, I really think that nobody wants to talk about it, but I think it's like there comes a time where you have to go, we're not clearing you.
You know who should be on? The commissions.
Yeah, there you go.
Not because
Exactly.
UFC,
That's why we have commissions.
UFC, GFL, PFL, One Championship, Ryzen, all this shit. They're gonna be promoters and they'll take on whoever for your name.
Yeah.
The commissions who sanction the fight should go, this guy's not fighting. He's lost 10 in a row and he's not fighting.
No, exactly. and that's why
It shouldn't be onto the
That's why you have a
businesses.
commission.
Well,
Fighter's going to fight. Promoter's going to promote. We're all going to do our thing.
commission should look out for the safety.
That's right. That's it. Take a little break here. I want to talk to you about DraftKings. Super Bowl is coming. Get in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of Super Bowl 59. Scoring touchdowns is key to hoisting the Vince Lombardi Trophy, obviously, and you have a shot to score big by betting on them at DraftKings Sportsbook, the number one place to bet on touchdowns. The new DraftKings customers can bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code FIGHTER. That's code FIGHTER for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you can bet just $5 only on DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. New customers only. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio.
That's it. And your corner, there's a white towel in boxing for a reason. You see it all the time. You'll hear a good trainer like the hell who I always forget.
Freddie Roach.
Freddie Roach would
He
be.
tosses in the Freddie Roach, your best example, because
Yes.
he tosses in towel
Because he knows what's up.
Well, look what happened to him.
And you'll hear them say, "You got to start defending yourself, son, or I'm going to call it."
Oh yeah.
And that's what boxing's been around longer, so they have more of those mechanisms built in. That's why yeah. So I'm the guy. I'm probably more on the over here. If like when I saw Justin Gaethje
I think
doing
most,
that,
most
yeah.
fans are with you.
Yeah.
I think most fans, and I'm for the majority, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Let's say the GFL worked out. Let's say GFL started 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And they were doing the 50-50 rev share. They had the 401ks. Like that's why GFL's awesome. Now I get the criticism of the older fighters. I'm with all of you guys on that. But if this does work out, and it's a big if it does work out, the amount of hate GFL gets, it doesn't make sense to me because everyone cries. Fighters need to be paid more. Yeah. They need benefits. They need health insurance. And now they have it, and everyone wants to hate on the league trying to do it. Well, they have older, bigger names. Correct. The same way any business that works to get people in the door, because they just need to get the feet off the ground. They just need to get going.
You need some eyeballs.
It's the same way. It's
I'm
the same.
Watch
like
those names.
Like where was this energy with Mike Tyson, Jake Paul? You know how fucking old Mike Tyson is, but all you morons watch that. It's the most watched fight ever. Why is that? Because Mike Tyson was a big name. You watch him with your kid. He's fucking 60.
You saw me.
He's 60 and has ulcers.
Right.
So keep that same energy. So again, the only reason Netflix did that because they want to get eyeballs. Now, do I wish that society happened where GFL, UFC could be successful and just have up and coming prospects and drafts and it's these young kids and we tune into that? I do. But that's not the business. It's no different than your local fucking comedy store mothership.
That's right.
There's a reason why there's headliners because that's what puts butts in the seats. And then they fill the undercard or they fill the other spots on those comedy stores with up and comers. So you use the old heads that everybody knows to get in the tickets,
still great
to get the eyeballs. Some of them,
still,
some aren't, but some of them aren't as good as they were young. Yeah. But you're really just using their name to draw the attention, and then people go, "Oh wow, this is a good product. I like that young kid," and then hopefully it builds from that. It's literally the model everybody's ever done since the history of combat sports. Same reason why I have Canelo on your fucking main card, and the rest of it is filled with complete shit. It just gets butts in the seat. Point. So all the criticism, it's like, no, this is business 101 for fight leagues.
Yes.
This is what every business does to get butts in the seat when they're new. Now, do they have the work cut out for them? 100%. When we got done with that, they have champagne and we're going to be something special here. And Goldie's there and Darren, the owner, and everyone's there, and Robin Black and Caroline. We're all in the whole staff. Like this is something special. And all I said is, now the work starts. The draft?
Yeah.
No, this isn't. No. The work starts. Good luck, including me. Good luck. Now the work. No one's ever done it.
Yeah.
But why not? Why not them? Somebody's going to do it. Eventually, somebody's going to do it. It might
Can
be
you
them.
explain what it is again? Like the
It's
league?
6 teams, so they get drafted on teams. So it's L.A., Miami, New York, Sao Paulo, London, and Abu Dhabi. And so they have coaches like Javier Mendez. They have Thiago Alves, Pitbull. So they have these teams, and their production, everything's world class. They have great storytelling. The guys that made that F1 series on Netflix are the ones telling the stories on these. So they have great matchups. They look at Ludo Machida,
look at that
Vanderlei, Rafael Cordero, Ray Longo.
Wow. Look
Luke
at that.
Barnett.
Love Ray.
So you have savages on there.
Yeah.
So it's teams. So you have
I'm
you're
excited about it.
Yeah.
Go back to those teams again one more time. Just a minute. I just want to see. Yeah. Oh yeah. Look at Thiago Alves too. I fucking love it.
so it's a season thing, B. So it's 6 months,
Yeah.
and then there's a champion at the end.
I love it. I think it's exciting to me, man. I'm 100% going to watch this because I like watching some of these veterans too. Let's go through it. Look who's there. It's like you've got Yoel Romero. Yeah. You've got Holly Holm. I mean, all these names that are very intriguing to me.
And Paige Van Zandt.
Yeah. Fucking Uriah Faber. What?
Yep.
He's fighting?
Yep.
Wow. Holy shit. That's wild.
My boy Todd Duffy,
Todd Duffy.
Rockhold.
Luke's fighting. Wow. Derek Brunson. Tyron Woodley. Dude.
Like you're telling me you wouldn't watch Luke Rockhold versus
yes.
Gegard Mousasi?
Hell yes, I'd watch that.
Yeah.
I'm very interested in that fight.
Yeah.
Damn. Andre Arlovsky, still doing it. Frank Mir. What? Rashad Evans. Dude. Dawoon Jung. Uriah Hall. Actually, though, it's pretty cool because this is a big opportunity for a lot of people to kind of like revamp, get back in there.
Again, you got to love the old heads, but what you want to do is hopefully this first season, just you show that it's a good product, good production, you get some butts in the seats, but you develop the young guys so that you need them to take over. If this thing's going to survive,
Yeah.
you need to create your own young stars. Maybe it's Sage Northcutt,
100%.
you know? Because when you got the UFC, it was just too much too soon.
Kat Zingano, get the fuck out of here. This is crazy. I mean, it's a great opportunity. It's a lot of it gets a lot of people paid, you know?
That's my thing. Like, you know, when me and Rogan were on that group text, I go, listen, fighters are getting paid up the gazoo. It's another place for them to go where they wouldn't have an opportunity. I'm on board.
Dan Severn.
Hoist Gracie.
Always crazy. This is exciting, dude.
Fedor?
Fedor's in there. Yeah. Frank.
The guy with one glove, Art? He's
He
dead.
passed away, yeah.
His son?
His son, though.
No, trust me, I get the criticism when it comes to the older fighters. I'm with you. But it's just the model. That's the
We got Dylan
business
Dennis.
model.
We got, Weidman.
See, I think Dylan Dennis, Tony Ferguson, take my fucking money. That all day. All day.
Interesting.
It was cool working with Goldberg, though.
I bet.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, it's going to be good. You got Ovens, Sempru.
Yeah, OSP, Kevin Lee, Sydney Outlaw.
While you guys are talking about fighting, I just saw this get announced a few minutes ago. And Brendan, looks like you were right again. It says the moment you've all been waiting for, March 27th, the Paul brothers will take each other on HBO.
Told you
Max.
that's how this ends.
Damn.
Told you.
Wow. That's going to be good. Don't care, but it's exciting anyway.
Does that beat Mike Tyson, Jake Paul?
I don't think so.
I mean, I think so. Yeah, you want to see these two get after it.
They're
Yeah.
both more relevant. They both have bigger fan base than Mike Tyson, but Mike Tyson's the casual. Like even my dad was like, Tyson, this
I
youngster.
don't think it beats that, but I'm excited.
I think
wanna
it beats
see
it.
Do you think they're going to try to actually box each other?
Yes.
They are.
Yeah.
They're going to go at it.
Yeah.
They're both competitive dudes.
Super competitive.
Yeah. That's going to be good. Who? Yeah,
It's on
gonna be-
HBO.
I mean, I'll tell you what.
My money would probably be on
Logan,
Jake.
I was going to say Logan better
My
be
money's on
training.
Jake,
Jake's been training in earnest.
Isn't there a huge size difference here?
Not really.
No. Logan's taller, but Jake's like thicker.
Thicker.
Yeah. But
Logan's a big
Logan's
boy.
a big, strong boy.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. Logan's no punk.
Logan's-
He's taller, but yeah, weight wise, they'll be all right. But
Oh,
since when we had Logan on Food Truck Diaries, I don't know, 5 years ago, when he just started to announce they were getting into boxing, I was like, "How's this ending?" He's like, "Me fighting my brother." That's when you know it's like kind of the end of the road for us. It ends with me fighting my brother.
You think
Despite my
he'll
mom,
hang his gloves up after that, Jake will?
I don't know what else there's left for him unless Connor. Because remember, the Connor stuff was supposed to happen. That's not happening.
No.
It's not happening.
You don't think so?
No, I know so. It's not happening.
Oh.
So I think they were trying to fill in a big role, and then they're both kind of like, fuck it. Because I like it. It'd be great if they both just dip out after this and Logan just keeps doing WWE, but I don't know where you go from here. Unless it's like a really close fight and they do a rematch, but who else are you going to fight that's bigger than your brother and gets more views? Like the KSI stuff's bullshit.
Would you hit Jay with your full force?
For as much money as they're getting paid, yes.
You would hit him
Well,
wholeheartedly.
Jay doesn't fight, but
I know, but I'm saying, could you really?
If Jay fought, yeah, if Jay was like trained fighter and had their background, fuck yeah, for all that. You know how much money they're going to make than us?
No, but I just don't know if you could actually try to hurt your brother.
I would kick everybody straight in the face
Believe
for
me.
$50 million
Believe me, you
here.
would. 50 million?
I fought my brother like hard. Yeah,
Yeah,
brothers
growing-
fight when they grow up.
Yeah.
You're not trying to like.
No, I tried to kill
my
him.
You
brother's
got
trying to
gloves
kill
on?
me.
You got gloves on? You're trying to
No, my brother's trying to kill
What
me when
happens
I
is
was
once you
younger.
get hit, you're like, okay, we're going. If guys, that's what happened with guys. It's like with jiu-jitsu. Guys are just going to roll gentle, don't go crazy. That lasts about 1 minute, and guys are trying to kill each other. Can we turn our attention to a sport called
Don't even start with me. No one wants to hear.
Football?
You know what? Please do me a favor and take the tag off your Chiefs jersey that you probably just bought. Okay?
Listen, I'm just saying that I was rooting for the Bills,
No, you weren't.
No, you
but
weren't.
this kid
You're
is
a cuck.
impossible to stop.
He showed up in the playoffs.
When he
showed up.
decides to roll out and throw that ball or run that ball,
Oh my God.
we got a big problem.
I love how you act like he's some new guy. You know, he's been MVP multiple times, man.
Well, can we not? Why are we not talking about Andy Reid and his offensive team coordinators and how they are?
Well, that's the whole thing, right?
There's some genius calling.
Well, Andy Reid's
Like,
the most winning coach of all time with Philadelphia,
I
too,
didn't know
bud.
that.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I know he's a veteran. I know
No, he won a Super Bowl with Philly. Oh no, he lost Super Bowl,
Well,
and then they're the most winning. He was the most winning coach
he's
in
brilliant.
Philadelphia
He's
history.
brilliant. Then you got this quarterback that's so
301 career
clutch.
victories,
Yeah.
which would be surpassing Don Shula's of 347 if he keeps going.
Now, is he gonna have a lit steakhouse like Don Shula's? You ever been to
Question.
Shula's?
Good question. Yes, I have. Yes, I
Terrible.
have.
It's so
And
bad.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
it's so bad.
They have a steak the size of this chair.
Yeah, it's so bad.
It's the 50 ounce. I don't know what the fuck it
yeah.
is.
Marino's is nice.
There's like 5 factors that they're saying will determine the Super Bowl, and one of them is like, can Sirianni keep up with Reid? I mean,
that's
the
a-
Walrus. I mean, he's
See,
a-
mine would be can the Eagles keep up with the refs? That'd be number one.
I don't
Well-
think that's a factor as much.
Oh, huge factor.
But
Did
it's
you not
really-
see some of the calls
I
in the
did,
Buffalo
I did.
game?
But yeah, I
And
think.
it's obvious, but it's not
Do
so.
you think
like,
it's that obvious? Do you think there are actually the fixes in that sense?
There's nothing's fixed. I think there's favoritism the same way.
Like a subconscious favoritism? sort
No,
of, or-
they just the NFL. It's the same way how Herb Dean, when they're like, "Man, you stood up that fight," and he goes, "I've been told
Yeah.
that this is what the brass want, and not to leave it on the ground if it's born. I've been told
Yeah.
to encourage them to stand up. The refs have been told they're encouraged to make sure the Chiefs are."
Well, I
in
don't
the
know if
Super
they
Bowl.
could be told that because that
Oh,
would
they
be
can.
big problems.
No,
right?
no.
Well, here's
It's obvious.
Here's what I think really it does come down to:
Please tell
Sirianni
me.
keeping up with Reid. When I was watching, I don't know football, but I was watching that.
Yeah, please tell us.
and they were able time and again to fool the Bills defense. They just were, and they were able to get those convert into those first downs over and over again. Now you got a quarterback that seems to be crazy clutch every time, but somebody was breaking down the fact that they don't have the kind of weapons. A lot of the guys, they're wide receivers. A lot of these guys were cut by other teams that were not good, like the Jets and the Patriots. So Andy Reid can take anything he wants and turn them into.
I think it comes down to the line of scrimmage. I think because both teams have such great defensive coordinators, that you are right that it's going to come down to something similar to that. But the league turning into such a passing league, like, can Saquon Barkley have a great running game? I don't know.
Yeah, because Saquon goes off, the Eagles have a good chance.
Yeah.
I read.
And remember, Mahomes has the best offense line in football.
He does, huh?
I think how many 3 Pro Bowlers? Like they have the most
Three.
expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, whatever
Studs.
the case,
Which is what you want to do because it's a passing league.
Yeah.
So that's why when we were arguing over Mahomes and Allen, when we bring up yards, it's not really an indicator how he's playing because they pass so much more than other
Yeah.
teams, and Josh Allen rushes more.
Play the thing I sent you though. I want you to break this down for me because I don't really understand it actually. I want you to explain what he's saying. I actually didn't really. I honestly didn't really get it.
Who is it?
Sent it here?
You sent it in the group chat.
He's talking about why Mahomes is different than every quarterback in history, and will be the GOAT if he wins this already.
100%.
But maybe you can explain what the fuck he's saying because I actually couldn't understand it, but I sent it to you.
Yeah, I would say he's the best I've ever
Not
seen.
better than Brady. And that's hard for me to say because I hate anything out of Boston.
He's better than Brady if he wins this.
No.
Play this, please.
Hold up. Gotta set it.
Because he is better than Brady. Because Brady couldn't run the way Mahomes did, and Mahomes can pass with the same accuracy. Let's take a little break. Let me talk to you about Hims. I was a customer of Hims for a long time for my hair loss. They would send me my finasteride in basically like a very discreet package. I didn't care, but for some people that do, they don't want people to see that you're taking erectile dysfunction pills, which they also have, or hair pills. But either way, what you do and what I did is I took a picture of my head back and front with my phone, sent it to their doctors. Their doctors looked at it, and the prescription was done that fast. It's 100% online. It's literally that quick. You answer a couple questions, and basically the medical provider decides if the treatment is right for you, and you're on your way. There's no insurance that's needed. It's one low price. It's a lot cheaper than what I was paying, which was for the brand name stuff. So it's no wonder that Hims has been so successful. So you can get a free online visit today at hims.com/fighter. That's HIMS.com/fighter for your personalized hair loss treatment options. hims.com/fighter. Results vary, obviously, based on studies of topical and oral minoxidil and finasteride. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information. See, it's kind of crazy. Is this what I said?
Advocate.
He
At the
should be.
beginning
He's
of the year-
amazing.
Is that the one or not?
Watch this. Yeah, this is it.
Wonderful. He's a
He's
fantastic
unbelievable.
quarterback. The problem is, I want to read a stat. Do you guys mind if I read you something?
Oh, go ahead.
Since 2001, there have been 125 drives in the NFL's postseason where it was at least the fourth quarter, and there was under a minute to play, and the team on offense trailed by 7 points or fewer at the start. These are your standard clutch moments for a football team, do-or-die drives that win and lose critical games. Out of those 125 drives, only 40% of the time did the team on offense pull off the magic trick to get the points they needed. In other words, a touchdown or a field goal to either win the game or tie the game and send it to overtime.
Yep.
Some of these quarterbacks are really good at it, such as Tom Brady, who was 5 for 11 in those situations in the postseason, 46%. Or Drew Brees, who was 3 for 6 in his playoff career, 50%. Only one player is perfect.
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
What?
Who was 7 for 7 in those situations.
That's ridiculous.
So if you're asking me to pick against Patrick Mahomes, I would say to you, what on earth are you smoking?
I've been a Josh Allen advocate.
Isn't that crazy?
It is.
Yeah. So
That's
you know what,
wild.
Sanaz? Time for you to get on the Mahomes train.
I refuse.
And time for you to understand.
It's not even that I'm not on the Mahomes train. I agree. I think he'll go down as the greatest to ever do it, and he's straight greatness. I think it's more the constant winning, which is annoying, right? That's why the Patriots were hated. And then I just think, it doesn't help them. I think they could still win without the refs' help. It's just you guys got to back off a little. The Lakers, the exact same thing. They're good for ratings, so they give them favoritism. Yankees are good, Dodgers good. There's some favoritism. If it's a big pitcher, there's favoritism. Big hitter, favoritism. Where most guys we get a strike, they get balls. It's just sports, unfortunately.
It's sports, but I just don't. I don't think the refs are winning them the Super Bowl. I think that they find a way. They're just so good. They're so good. It's I remember when my friend didn't like Kobe Bryant, and Kobe Bryant, no matter what, he would break your heart. If you were on the opposite side, he's going to find a way to win, and he's going to start hitting. And it's
I figured out. You know why I hate the Chiefs? Because of you. Because you all of a sudden got into football because your wife's a Philly fan, and you won't get off his nuts. Because even Jay was like, man, you used to like Mahomes. I know, I don't know what's going on. And they just hit me around. I'm like, oh, because you won't shut the fuck up about it.
I've always liked football. I just don't know football. So
Yeah, you still don't. But here's the thing. You're like Collinsworth, who people
Yeah.
just,
Who?
Collinsworth, the announcer gets made. Mahomes do anything like, oh my God, this guy he's hands down the greatest we've ever seen, hands down. And he just does like a simple run. You're like, get off his. I think that's Mahomes' issue. I think Mahomes should come out and go, guys, appreciate love. Brian Collinsworth, shut the fuck up. You're making things way worse. Let me just play the game.
I have a criticism of Mahomes. I think his butt's
His brother.
His butt's
No, it's
too
his
big.
brother.
His brother. He's got a butt.
And he has a gay brother.
I know he does.
That bothers me.
Why?
I don't know. Reason to hate him, right?
You need something? You need a homophobic reason?
His brother is so cringy on social media.
Is he?
Oh,
He's got that's a nice butt there, but his butt looks very round and kind of like a little bit bigger than it should be. It's not a good one. He's got that.
Now, you know his godfather's A-Rod.
His godfather is?
Yeah, his godfather's A-Rod. So he grew up with Alex Rodriguez, one of the greatest baseball players of all time, as his mentor.
Oh, shit.
And when he was young, Patrick Mahomes was a baller at baseball, and A-Rod was like, you need to stick with football.
Okay. Huh. Really? Interesting.
That's his brother.
It's a bad
All
picture.
guns, no teeth.
So Brian,
That should be his brand.
Brian,
Yes.
you're gonna say right now
Yeah.
that the Chiefs are gonna win the Super Bowl.
I would never put money on the Eagles.
I'm not gonna talk about
but
money. I have a
to
different
root for the
proposition.
Eagles.
But who do you think is
You're
gonna
such a
win?
cunt.
I've said from the middle of the season that the Eagles are going to be in the Super Bowl.
You said
They're
they'd be
so
in
good.
it, but who's gonna win?
Oh well, the Chiefs, unfortunately.
Brendan?
I'm rooting for the Eagles. I'm a big Saquon Barkley fan, and I
Yeah.
like the
And
white
Jalen Hurts.
cornerbacks and safeties for the Eagles.
So
You know how hard it is to make in the NFL as a white corner and safety? They have a bunch of them too.
You got a lot of emotional reasons here. No, but I like
It'd be good for somebody else to win.
Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is phenomenal.
Handsome
He's,
bastard.
oh fuck.
now remember,
Such a
Barkley
good-looking
averages
guy.
like 147, 148 yards in playoff games. Okay,
Ballin'.
so keep that in mind.
Who does? Wait,
He
who?
has over 200 and like
Who's this?
2,000 over 2,000.
Saquon Barkley.
Oh, beast.
I just think
Beast.
if you
Best
two
running
want to
back in
make
the
a
league.
friendly wager, whoever loses should wear the tightest Taylor Swift shirt we can find for a podcast.
I just don't know football well enough to make
You
an educated
don't?
thing.
You seem like you do.
Well, I mean, the Eagles have a very good chance of beating the Chiefs. Very good chance.
And do we know if Taylor Swift's going to be in the game? I don't like her either. I'm sorry, Jen. I don't like her either in her cuck ways. And then, you know what? I went bet south on the Chiefs when Travis Kelce did the Pfizer commercial.
Yeah.
And then when I found out how much he made, I went, I get it.
He's so good though.
All right.
He is
He's
good.
also good. Look, the Eagles. I'll tell you what's going to
Yeah,
play a big
Kelce's kind
factor.
of annoying me now, too.
Sure.
The brothers all over with the soup
course.
commercials.
Of course.
His wife, like, we have bigger ratings than Rogan. It's like,
Calm
very cool.
down.
Very
Of course.
cool.
It's all going to annoy you, but
You
here's the
barely
thing.
beat Firing the Kid, bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing. The barely. You by a nose.
We're on the
by a
same
nose
views.
hair.
We're on the same views.
Yeah.
Chill. And you just started.
Just started.
So what's your excuse?
Just started. Yeah, the biggest thing for the Eagles is going to not get in their own head. There's like you're
Hey,
playing-
man.
It's history.
Hey, you know what? I think we're set on your football talk. When you go a championship team, you go, I think they just need to get out of their own way.
I'm just saying.
It's so stupid.
Just saying.
You talking about the pros?
Yeah.
You know what, Saquon Barkley,
You
the
can still
best
get in
running
your
back
head.
in
You can still get
years?
in your head.
Not a chance.
No?
Not a chance. No.
Sure.
No. Those guys are professionals.
Yeah,
And they played in it
professionals-
last year.
Professionals get in their own head.
No, they don't.
Sure they
Not
do.
that level. Not a chance.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's a very
Unless
good
you're,
team.
You're playing like it's history, it's fate. It's like
No, this
they're
is a
destined to
very
win
civilian take. Very
Three-peat,
civilian.
bro. If you even say
Nothing.
three-peat to Jalen, he goes like this. Fuck. Don't say that.
No, they don't.
Calm down.
They don't
No.
care about any of that stuff.
Everybody has psychologically. you
No,
know.
see, that's not high school locker room.
No, that's not true.
Yeah.
Pros, like pro tennis players. Oh man.
Oh, God.
If golfers,
God.
it's a mental game. It's very delicate. You got to be careful.
All right, get me out of here. What else we got?
Current events?
Yeah.
Current events. It's time for
It's
I wanna
events,
sing
the
that.
current.
Events. It's current events. It's time for current events.
Their events, they're freaking
That's a good song.
current.
Oh yeah, this is terrible.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me just get this quick
damn
recording
it.
again.
video shows officer accidentally shoot a man with his own gun.
Yeah.
So the officer is the one that took the gun out of the man's because it's concealed carry. He's he's legally carrying.
Where is it? Texas from?
I think this is Florida, but let me double check.
I hope you
check
have
this out.
Selena Gomez crying.
It's on you. Okay. As long as you're cool.
So the cop's cool with him. He got pulled over because he ran a red light. That's what the cops are saying.
All right. So what we're gonna do is
So he's pulling the gun out. It fires.
No, you'll see the video right here. And it's a woman cop that tried to take the gun out.
the pistol from you.
Police say Officer Mindy Cardwell was trying to remove the firearm, but the gun discharged, striking Arrington in the leg.
So it's stuck in his pants.
Moments after the gun,
She's fired, right?
officers
She was fired.
Yeah.
Because
It's his gun.
no, but she's the one taking it out of his.
Yeah, but you know why she's fired? Because she's a spaz.
She
Because
can't. Yeah, you guys know not to put your
grab
finger on the trigger.
You incredible spaz.
Has to be a
Grab the-
DI hire.
You're so
This
dumb.
just helps us. This just helps us.
Yeah, let me just get that.
does.
Let me just grab it by
Let
the
me just
trigger.
grab it by the
Step
trigger.
on
Oh,
the
God.
trigger. This poor guy. Hey, bro, God bless you, though, because you just won at least $2 million. You're all good.
I'll take a shot at lick for that. Yeah.
You'll win $2
You
million.
just don't want to hit a major artery, but
No. Fucking A. That's painful.
dude,
Wait
the
a minute.
amount of shit.
Bryce saw it right away.
No, I saw
But yeah,
the
so it was
tattoo on the
Florida.
face.
So, anyways, Mark. I think Mark brought this up. To me.
Jesus
So
Christ.
this Paige
Is that
Van Zandt,
Paige?
she just posted this recently.
Part of the GFL.
She's very hot.
Yeah, she's cool.
Listen, I support any of that.
I'm a big fan of Paige.
Hey, you know what? How bad those cops roasted that female cop after that when they got in the car, just them, and she's not there.
Dude.
Like, bro, finally,
Finally.
Mary's fucking out of here. God, I thought we'd never see the day.
Yeah, you get out of here.
She goes, "Yeah, bitch, it's over."
Did you see the CIA? So Trump is getting rid of all this DEI stuff, and he fired the attorney general, a lot of them, which is going to be challenged in court. But that's like a really sensitive position because they determine what should be investigated. He fired a bunch of people in the Department of Justice because they were trying to, put him in jail. And what was I going to say? Damn it, we were talking about.
Paige Van Zandt, Trump,
DI.
DI.
Oh, the CIA's recruitment video, the DEI recruitment video.
Oh, so bad.
Did you see it?
Yeah, you see the military one?
Oh my God, she's
so
like I'm a black cisgender woman. I have been diagnosed with general anxiety disorder, and I'm in the CIA. That's what DEI was doing. Like, I don't want you and your medical anxiety in my intelligence.
But it's over.
agency.
It's all over.
It's
There's
all
no reason to get
fucking
upset. It's all
ridiculous.
over.
I know.
Yeah, the
But you think
madness
about
is
how
over.
crazy these
It's
people
crazy.
were.
The madness is over. It's fucking wild. They're just
Madness.
trying to destroy America.
Madness.
That's it.
Literally trying
Literally
to
what they're trying to do. Thank
Here-
fucking God they lost.
Here's one for you guys. So, a district attorney in Mississippi is trying to push a bill forward that would literally reward bounty hunters for every illegal immigrant caught.
Dog the bounty hunter dusting off the old boots.
Yeah. I worry about this though.
Yeah.
Vigilante
Yeah, this
shit
is
that does
Exactly.
We don't
So,
need this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
this is.
Where's
This
the
is a
line?
political point of view. It's kind of dumb.
And you'd get $1,000 per person.
Yeah, that's this. I
Do
don't
you want
like
those
this.
bounty guys really looking into it, deciding who's illegal and the vetting and all that
You
shit?
want
It's
you
probably
want
not-
illegal aliens. What Tom Homan and they are doing is actually getting rid of all the
Criminals.
illegal- yeah. Can I just give you guys really like this is great. Bring up Selena Gomez because I want to talk about this for a second.
We
She's
have that
so
one
stupid.
here.
And I'm a fan.
Yeah,
Where is it? There it is.
this is great.
Can we play it?
And she erased it because
She deleted it quick.
Because she doesn't understand. She's also an actress. Remember that.
yeah, it's
this
just-
isn't real.
It's like I'm looking for attention, but like here's what bothers me, and you had to put this on the thing, and it's like
I don't understand. Yes, we're.
Yeah.
It's very. Oh,
Okay.
It's very evident you don't understand the process and what's going on. Where were these tears when the illegal immigrants killed how many innocent people?
It's not just that. There's a couple things. One is that so when Trump got rid of the Colombian, they were drug dealers. It was a drug gang, and he
Correct.
deports them. And the left wing Colombian president goes, I'm not going to let the plane land. And Trump goes, hey bro, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to slap you with tariffs that will turn your country into the Stone Age. And they go, okay, we got it. Never mind. Sorry, Mr. President.
They bent the knee.
And that happened so quickly. That happened within an afternoon that it came like the crisis. The news was like, wait, but they didn't have time. It was like, oh, it's been fixed.
It's over.
That's what a real president does.
Correct.
That's what leadership looks
Preach.
like. Not this bullshit. Okay.
Yep.
And in terms of like here's the problem though, when it comes to people think there's going to be mass deportation. This is actually, I talked to a guy who enforces the law on this. So when you have most of the agricultural sector, construction sector, restaurant sector, especially in this state, 28, 30, 40% are actually illegal. They have fake
Get 'em
papers.
out.
No, they actually,
I'm sorry,
they get absorbed when we need them. So farmers will be like, don't fucking get rid of those guys. We need them. Okay, it's fine. We all know that. Homan can't do that anyway because here's what happens. We're talking about criminals. Because when you are an illegal alien in this country, I don't know if you know this, first thing you do is you get rid of all your papers, throw them away. Now you get fake papers. Now I arrest you. Now what they do is they go, where are you from? They go, I'm from here. I'm from here. No, you're from somewhere else. You have an accent. You don't speak English. No, I'm from here. Now you're an agent. You need a country to send them back to. If they don't have you in a database in Mexico, Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, the Congo, wherever it is, if you haven't committed a crime, they don't have your fingerprints or whatever. Now it's an individual basis. Even if you do, that has to be processed one person at a time. So it's not feasible that they can't just deport. They can't do that. So even if you commit a crime and you did your time, this is really fascinating. You've done your time. You've been in jail for 10 years. Now you come out. You still tell them I'm an American. Guess what we have to do? We have to give them a work permit. Otherwise, they become wards of the state. It's just the way it is. They did their time.
Hey, everyone's crying about this. Fuck all this noise. How about he's getting rid of the fucking taxes, federal taxes?
That's pretty.
Now,
dude.
when they say that, I'm like, yeah, right.
Yeah.
But then when he mentioned it yesterday in a press conference, I'm like, is he for real? And it sounds like he is.
Fuck, dude, I could use the money. There's definitely going to be tax cuts. It's going to be very interesting.
No, but if he got rid of federal taxes, bud, your boy's having all the cards. Dude, he gets rid of federal taxes.
Well,
he will get my vote and anyone associated with him for the rest of my life, my kid's life, and my grandfather's life.
We'll see with tariffs. We'll see what happens. But look, the guy is doing some pretty amazing stuff.
Fast, too.
It's going to be interesting.
Isn't it wild when you have an actual leader, like compared to Biden's other madness?
It'll be challenged in courts, which it should be, but it's impressive. It's impressive. This is a very different than Trump 2.0 is very different than Trump 2.1. At first, he didn't know what was going on.
Agree.
Yeah. So,
dude, how about J.D. Vance? That's your next president.
Smart motherfucker.
Did you see him go, what do you say, Margaret? I disagree.
Yeah. No, I didn't see that.
Oh,
very smart guy.
She's trying to get him for the deportations. He lights her up so bad.
Oh, yeah.
How about Trump when they had the people from Malibu saying, we can't get in our house, and Karen Bass is there? Did you see that?
No.
Oh my God. So Trump came to the Palisades.
I loved it.
She goes,
I love that so much.
and so a lady, the people from Malibu who burnt down their homes, like, we can't get in our house. How long is it going to take? She's like, it's not going to be long, about 7 days. And Trump goes, 7 days is a long time.
He goes, I'll be honest, I know my people. That guy's ready to do it. He'll have it in 24 hours.
Yeah, he's like,
no president's done this. He's
then he also got the water turned on. They told him it'd be another 7 days. He got it turned on today.
He goes, you want to wait 18 months, $25,000. They don't. It's too long. He goes, they're not safe now. It was beautiful. I loved it. I fucking loved it. Let's take a little break, guys, because I want to talk to you about Joy Mode, which is basically a sexual performance booster. It's like a pre-workout, but for sex. So you can take different supplements. You can go to the gas station. You can go to the doctor. But there are certain compounds and combinations of compounds like arginine, nitrate, L-citrulline, Panax ginseng, vitamin C, all of them which are in Joy Mode's case are actually created by scientists with PhDs in biochemistry. And they promote blood vessel and endothelial tissue health, general cardiovascular and heart health, athletic performance in and outside of the gym, healthy blood pressure, general erectile dysfunction. And so it's basically a sexual performance booster, as I said. You can take it daily. When you take it, you basically put it in a packet. It actually tastes good. And it's not sketchy. You know, you're not getting any fraudulent stuff. You're not getting, prescription drugs, which are stronger, that can lead to certain side effects. So either way, try Joy Mode. Go to tryjoymode.com/fighter. Enter fighter at checkout for 20% off your first order. That's Joy Mode. That's tryjoymode.com/fighter for 20% off your first order.
Okay. Couple more. So here's another thing President Trump is doing. He's going to be releasing the JFK, RFK, and MLK documents. But people who are like experts in this are saying you're really not going to find out much more than you already know. Just a little bit more background of like what Lee Harvey Oswald did before that day or whatever. And don't be too excited is what they're saying.
Oh, no, I'm going to be stoked. I can't wait.
So, yeah.
The MLK one's interesting. Let me see what's going on there. But JFK, we kind of know.
Kind of.
The only interesting thing if they released like how involved the CIA was and stuff like in the mafia. If they released that actual news.
And then remember, like, the FBI had, like, Martin Luther King under surveillance for a minute.
Yeah. Only fucked white girls. Did you know that?
I sure didn't.
Did you know that?
They were.
They have them on video. They have
there were hookers.
Yeah, white. He only fucked white hookers. This is a fact.
I didn't know
And
that.
they used it to blackmail him and stuff like that. They have recordings for days. Him just getting freaky.
Okay.
Yeah, he was a freak. Good for him.
Yeah. So, I don't know if you saw this, B. So, Dan Hooker is going to be fighting Justin Gaethje, and it's going to be 5 instead of 3 rounds.
Yeah, this was taken out of context. He goes, UFC wants to see someone die, but he was like, they want blood, they want action. That's why this is 5 rounds. So, obviously, he's being extreme, going, he wants to see somebody die. He's just saying they want to see a war.
Yeah.
And Dan Hooker represents that. Justin Gaethje represents that. 3 rounds isn't justified. 5 rounds what you want. Because he's like, they want to see a fucking fight of the year.
When you see Justin Gaethje in person, you know him. But I can't believe he gets down to 55. He's just fucking looks big.
I mean, I feel like for that weight class, isn't 5 a little long?
Fuck, no. What's perfect for that weight? 55?
Yeah.
155 pounds? Everything should be 5 rounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
5 rounds for heavyweights, tough.
Yeah, the higher the weight class.
55 is fantastic.
Okay. All right.
I think they should make all like contender fights. Anybody in the top 10 should have to fight 5 rounds. Even if it's on 3rd on the ballot, 4th, 5th.
Yeah.
If it's like 10 versus 4, it should be 5 rounds. 3 rounds isn't enough.
2 more for you guys. So OJ Simpson, even from the beyond, is still relevant because his son, the one he, shared with Nicole Brown, tried to move into one of his estates. And his estate attorney is now suing his son, saying you cannot live in this house, even though it was your dad's.
Well, who owns the house?
The estate owns the house.
Well, interesting. And is it in California? Is it Brentwood where she was murdered, or is this in Florida?
No. I believe this is one of the Brentwood homes.
Gotcha.
One of the LA homes, I believe.
He's trying to move into it. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, it says like Justin moved into the house claiming that because he's the owner of the primary holdings, which is the LLC, the house is now his, refusing to vacate the property or pay the estate back for alleged payments Simpson continued to make even after primary holding took over ownership. And OJ's attorney is saying that OJ never intended to make the house separate from the estate, and it was OJ who was making the house payments all along. So basically it's coming down to like OJ didn't want his kids to have the
That's
house.
fucked up. But who else would take it if not his kids? Just going to sell it?
It would just be sold for auction, yeah. I know
who gets
that.
the fucking money? Give it
And
to your
he's
son.
76 too. In fact.
I mean, they've been trying to liquidate all his assets. I remember a minute ago they were talking about like his hidden stash of porn that he had in prison.
Love it.
They were liquidating that too. And then one more down in Detroit. A Detroit rapper is suing Lyft because she said the driver refused to give her a ride, saying you can't fit in this car.
Fair point. What was the car? Right?
It was a
That's so mean. Like I would never do that to somebody.
If you don't fit in the car, you don't fit in the car. I'd be like, nah, man, you ain't fitting.
That's yeah.
Depends. Do you have a big ass like truck? Like
It was a
TRX?
sedan. And she said, quote, I can fit in this car.
He put, believe me, you can't.
It's hilarious.
Now he's getting sued. And she ordered a Uber
Says his
XL.
tires couldn't handle the weight.
Tires can handle the weight. This guy just didn't want a fat girl in his car.
I mean, yeah,
I don't.
that's a big girl.
She looks short though, short and thick.
He's just
He was like, nah, man.
yeah.
I don't think that's okay.
But I don't know. If you're an Uber driver, let's say if it's a drunk person, aggressive person, a super obese person, right?
How A drunk person.
Brian, how do you feel about
aggressive
this?
person, a murderer, or a super obese person. Like, sir,
They should be able to turn it down, right?
I could never.
Right to refusal.
I could personally never do
Well,
that.
no, we couldn't.
I
but
feel so bad.
If you're making a
you and
living,
I could never do
Brian might be able to.
that. That guy's mean.
Is he?
Like my tires, fuck you and your tires and your shocks. But you know,
I don't know his setup.
I got in an Uber and I slammed the door 2 days. You don't have to slam it that hard, bro.
I'm with him. I hate when my dad always slams my door. I'm like, dude,
Sorry.
it's not a fucking tank. Can you
Yeah.
not slam it like
Yeah.
that? It's gonna lock,
You
man.
can shut it. We had a good talk. Though. Yeah.
I just like this guy's like, nah, man, the tires. You know,
Yeah. She's very heavy. Some people just put on.
You should have right to
weight.
refusal. Again, drunk, fat,
Yeah.
murder, pedophile.
Well, that's it for
You've
me.
been very
guys.
offensive this podcast. Mahomes' gay brother, the white cornerbacks, and now you're
How's that
fatphobic.
offensive?
You're
Same way
racist,
black people root
fatphobic,
for
and
their
homophobic.
favorite
You're
player, I
homophobic,
root-
racist, and fatphobic.
Oh, wow.
You root for the black guy, the white
corner,
guys.
you know how hard his life has been? Balling, dude.
Not since Jason Sehorn. All right, kids.
Hot second ago.
been a
bud.
hot
we got
second.
3 of them.
Yep.
Celebrate.
I was watching when Terrell Owens was shutting him down. You know what I'm saying? Guys, tour dates.
Well, he wouldn't shut him down.
If you're
He's a
anywhere,
receiver.
February 13, 14, 15, anywhere near Minnesota, Bloomington, Minnesota, you come get me at House of Comedy. Miami, Florida. February 20, 21, 22, sir.
I was just there, pal.
I think Dania.
And you'll be in LA.
Then I'm in Las Vegas, March 21, 22, 20, 21, 22.
Where you at?
Wise Guys. Wise Guys.
Wow,
They got a
that's
new
not
Wise
cheap.
Guys, too.
That's right. You get the new one?
Yeah.
Nice.
So there it is.
All right, kids, that's it. We love you. This is the Fighting Kid. We're out.